Look at my giraffe, Mommy. That's the best giraffe I ever made.
That's beautiful. I see another giraffe on your face.
Northern bathroom tissue has the strength and absorbency to resist shredding, even when wet. But Northern has one thing more, tenderness.
Mommy, now you got the giraffe.
And that's important. Buy a little tenderness for your family. Northern bathroom tissue.
Jaja, Miss Gabor,
Yes,
have you tried Lowry's seasoned salt?
of course.
Good. It's really terrific on hamburgers. How did you like it?
On caviar, darling.
If you're eating more hamburger than caviar these days, try Lowry's seasoned salt with all the right herbs and spices beautifully blended to help you make the best of it.
Once upon a time, strange twins were born. Whatever one experienced, the other felt. So as they grew older, the one who felt nothing grew daring. He indulged and overindulged, while his brother got stuffy stomach and a too full tummy. But the brother who felt nothing was not unfeeling, so whenever he overindulged, he took 2 Alka-Seltzer, which was a great relief to his brother.
Mommy, I want a drink. Mommy, can I have a glass of juice, please? Give me some milk. I'm thirsty. Give me a glass of anything.
Wouldn't it be nice if your children could get their own drinks without interrupting you? With a Dixie kitchen dispenser, they can. And your kitchen won't be cluttered with between-meal glasses to wash. Get Dixie, the kitchen cup that lets kids help themselves. And that can be a big help to you.
Mommy, I got my own juice. Now, can I have a peanut butter sandwich?
See all the shows for one admission at Japanese Village in Buena Park.
I drove out for this shake. As you can see, it's very thick and very cold. I didn't drive out for this shake. This is new Thick and Frosty from Bird's Eye. Thick and Frosty is very thick and very cold. It comes frozen and mixes up with milk. It's as thick and cold as what I drove out for. But, as you can see, I didn't drive out for it.
Gunshot wound. Call Dr. Gannon.
It involves university personnel, and it's also a police matter.
Doctor? Doctor?
Yeah.
How's the boy?
You know Teague?
I don't know what him shot him.
We were putting up posters around the campus, and that's when the cop started chasing us, and then he shot Phil.
A badge does not give a policeman an automatic hunting license. You know, this is the sort of stuff that could start off a major campus riot.
Isn't the important thing that that guy shot me?
No, the important thing is why he shot you.
Look, I told you, a cop doesn't need a reason.
He's going to level his big guns right between your eyes.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Not as long as you're forced to play by Morris's rules.
You keep getting in the way of justice, and I will shake this ivy-covered sanctum right to its bottom layer, and you, right along with it.
Chad Evans stars tomorrow night.
Big brothers are urgently needed to help fatherless boys grow up with self-respect and confidence. For information, call 264-1313.
Years ago, Southern California Edison entered a once inaccessible part of the High Sierra in Central California and began Project Big Creek. Edison's goal was to harness the spring thaws by creating a series of lakes and dams to generate electricity. Edison also began an extensive conservation program. Today, this area, with its lakes and miles of streams, is also benefited by Edison's experimental trout farm and Edison's scientific tree farm. And Big Creek opened up a vast recreation area for the public. From 6 man-made lakes, water is now controlled and is also used for irrigation during hot, dry summers in the San Joaquin Valley. Conservation, another of the many ways Southern California Edison is working to protect the environment we all share.
Igloos are coming to Los Angeles in a big way. The famous all-plastic Igloo beverage coolers and ice chests in all their bright new colors, sizes, and shapes are here now, ready to go on all your outdoor activities. There's the newest member of the Igloo line, the Playmate, all plastic, just like its big brothers, designed for young people on the go. The handsome seat-top beverage coolers, and the popular 48-quart picnic chest with room for food and drink for the whole family. Foamed in place polyurethane insulation keeps things cold 3 days or longer. New safety latch can't be locked from the inside. Tough plastic hinges, good for the life of the chest. Easy to clean, practically indestructible, thanks to Cycolac Construction, the plastic that protects the pros. The same tough stuff NFL football helmets are made of. Yes, you can always count on Igloo, the one that keeps it cool. Available now in your local sporting goods, department, and hardware stores. Igloo is a subsidiary of Texas Tennessee Industries.
Disposalite, the remarkable new butane lighter. Never refill, never reflint, never repair. Disposalite, only $1.49.
Inter-America's Boxing Championship, Saturday at 5. This is the KNBC News Service sign-off edition on KNBC Channel 4, Los Angeles. It's the 16th of June. The time, just 2 minutes past 1 o'clock of a Wednesday morning. Well, 25 units of the Los Angeles Fire Department have put out a big blaze which erupted in Van Nuys about 2 hours ago. The fire destroyed most of the building occupied by the Swimrite Manufacturing Company at 15335 Oxnard Boulevard. Damage estimates range to $1 million. The company makes pool supplies, and firemen had difficulty in fighting the blaze because of the large amount of pool chemicals in the building. Happily, no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire, of course, is under investigation. 2 sheriff's deputies escaped unhurt Tuesday when their helicopter crashed while looking for more bodies from last week's fatal air crash over the San Gabriel Mountains. The sheriff's chopper, which crashed, was one of 4 working in the investigation of the mid-air collision of an Air West jetliner and a Marine fighter plane, which claimed 50 lives. The New York Times has been ordered by a federal judge to temporarily cease the publication of a series on the origin of the Vietnam War based on a secret Pentagon study. A hearing is scheduled for Friday morning on the government's request for a preliminary injunction. In Washington, the Justice Department says the FBI will study possible criminal violations connected with the publication of the documents. The Times said it will comply with the federal judge's restraining order. More than 600 National Guardsmen are patrolling the streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico. There has been no repetition of the violence which led to more than 450 arrests over the past 2 nights. State officials have opened an investigation into the cause of the 2 days of rioting, of burning, and shooting in Albuquerque. A new director of the National Urban League has been named to succeed the late Whitney Young. He is Vernon Jordan, who will officially take up his new duties January 1st. NBC News correspondent George Page has the details.
The National Urban League today appointed Vernon Jordan of Atlanta as its executive director, replacing the late Whitney Young, Jr. Jordan told the New York News Conference he will try to work with the Nixon administration.
I'm a lawyer, basically, and lawyers decide what the issues are, they prepare their case, and they take that case to court. And it is my hope that with the assistance of the Urban League staff and the board and its constituency, that we can take the case of black people to the Nixon administration and be not only heard, but get results from this administration.
Do you plan to take it any differently from the way it's been taken?
Well, I don't know how you take a case differently. The facts are facts. Black people are hungry, poor, deprived, neglected, isolated, alienated from the national government, in my view. And that is no different from the message that has been taken before. And I don't know how you alter the facts. A fact is a fact.
Jordan now heads the United Negro College Fund. He will take office as director of the Urban League the 1st of next year. George Page, NBC News, New York.
A Russian freighter has sailed from San Francisco Bay, where it had been held since last week. A federal judge ruled that the freighter had nothing to do with the so-called East Coast Lobster War, for which it was being held. A New England company has charged in a suit against the Soviet Union that the Russian fishing boats are damaging its lobster traps. The freighter had been held as security in the suit, and we'll have more news after this.
Music speaks every language. So do Cook's travel checks. Yes, Cook's travel checks are always acceptable wherever you go, at home and away from home. They're promptly refunded to you if they're lost or stolen, anywhere in the world. That's music to every traveler's ears. So, just say the word. Say Cook's.
Hi, I'm Dick Martin. Remember the good old days when you could buy a new car for less than $2,000? Well, the good old days are back at Four Seasons Ford. We're placing on sale carloads and carloads of brand new 1971 Ford Pintos and Mavericks, each and every one selling for less than $2,000. Come in and take your choice. And at Four Seasons Ford, we'll give you the after-sales service that you rightly deserve. Come in and see us at Four Seasons Ford, 15800 Ventura Boulevard in Encino.
An appeals court in San Francisco has ordered the release of an anti-war activist, Leslie Bacon, that until a decision is reached on the 19-year-old girl's petition to wipe out a contempt citation in Seattle. Miss Bacon was being held under $100,000 bond on a contempt charge issued when she refused to answer questions by a federal grand jury about the bombing last March of the U.S. Capitol building. Angela Davis, however, will not be freed on bail. The 27-year-old black militant is charged with murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy in connection with a San Rafael courtroom escape attempt that left 4 dead. Judge Richard Arneson ruled today that Miss Davis is not legally entitled to bail in view of the charges against her. His ruling went against that of Marin County's Chief Deputy Probation Officer, who recommended $100,000 bail for Miss Davis. In Yuba City, mass murder suspect Juan Corona's preliminary hearing comes up later today, and his new attorney, Richard Hawk of Concord, California, said that he doesn't intend to enter an insanity plea for his client. Hawk flew into Yuba City Tuesday to meet for the second time with Corona, and he told newsmen that he thinks authorities have the wrong man, but he wouldn't tell reporter Mike Boyd of station KCRA in Sacramento who he thinks is guilty.
I don't have any comment about who it is at this point, but it's not Juan.
What makes you so sure, though?
From discussion with the family, with Juan, and from what I know of the investigation.
The theory has been that any attorney representing him might plead him innocent by reason of insanity or something like that.
I'm not going to. I have no intention of doing that. Not at all.
Any intention of changing?
I have no intention of doing that. The
How about
plea is not guilty at the present time, and that's the way it's going to remain, as far as I'm concerned.
That not guilty plea has already been entered by Corona in the murder of 10 farm workers. He is suspected of killing 15 others. Sports and weather after this.
Kowalski uses speed to get himself up, to get himself gone. Everybody wants a piece of Kowalski's hide. They want to put him away, but they'll have to catch him first.
The police numbers are getting closer to our soul hero in his soul mobile.
It's the maximum trip at maximum speed. Vanishing Point, rated GP.
Vanishing Point and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid start tomorrow at theaters and drive-ins everywhere.
Half the people who inhabit this earth never see a doctor from the day they are born until the day they die. Think about it. Project Hope does.
And now to the world of sports. The latest baseball results: the Angels 5, Boston 4. The Dodgers 2, New York nothing. And USC is still in contention at the College World Series with an 8-4 victory over Tulsa. That's 8-4 over Tulsa. As to the weather, the forecast for Los Angeles and vicinity: continued warm inland, but the usual early morning low clouds and fog along the coast. A high temperature of about 88 degrees